Hello, and welcome to this first lecture of a new section on standardize and streamline front-end processes in this course, Master in Revenue Cycle Management. So, in this particular section, we'll help you get an in-depth view of how to standardize and streamline front-end processes to implement RCM excellence in your organization. And we will begin by talking about the first step, first key thing of ensuring accurate patient registration. So, how do you think you can standardize and streamline front-end processes? Any thoughts? So, there are three things that you need to do to standardize and streamline the front-end processes. The first thing is to ensure accurate patient registration, because accuracy in patient demographics, insurance verification, and pre-authorizations are critical to preventing downstream errors, right? So you need to train front-end staff on the importance of capturing correct information points. So that's the first thing that you need to do. Second thing that you need to do is to implement automated systems for verifying patient eligibility and obtaining pre-authorization before the services are rendered. This will reduce claim denials and ensure quicker reimbursement. And last thing that we will talk here is to provide cost estimates upfront, offer your patients an estimate of their out-of-pocket cost. Remember the word out-of-pocket cost before services are delivered, and that will improve transparency, reduce disputes, and increase the likelihood of timely payment. So, let's take a look at how can you ensure accurate patient registration. So that requires you to train the front-end staff. So the question is, how can you train the front-end staff on importance of capturing correct information, right? And that basically needs you uh, uh, to be done basically to ensure that you have a reduction in claim denials, you are able to prevent billing issues and ensure a smooth revenue cycle. Now we have an structured approach that we'll take you through now that can help your team understand the importance of accurate data capture and excel in this role of capturing the data upfront. Right. So what you need to do is step one is to start by helping your staff understand why their role is critical to the success of the revenue cycle. And what you need to do is to provide a big picture overview uh, as a first thing in the step one, where you explain each step in the revenue cycle, billing and collection, how it affects the billing and collection. For example, you can show how incorrect data leads to denials, payment delays, and extra work on of resubmitting claims. Second thing that you need to do is to introduce metrics like denial rates, first pass resolution rates, and days in accounts receivables to demonstrate how accurate information captured upfront affects these indicators positively. And the third thing you can do is to use real or hypothetical case studies that illustrate how incorrect data at check-in leads to denied claims, delayed payments, or patient dissatisfaction. So that's how you can go about explaining the impact of accurate information on revenue cycle performance. The second step is to identify and define the essential data points. And what you need to do is to specify which data points are crucial to capture and why they matter. And there are four of them we will talk here. The first one is the registration information, where you need to emphasize the importance of correct date, patient name, date of birth, contact information to prevent identity mix-ups and communication issues. The second thing is about insurance details, where you need to explain how validating insurance coverage, policy numbers, and eligibility before the visit prevents costly denials and delays. Third is the demographic data, where you need to explain how the demographic data like address, employer information, etc., is critical for claim accuracy and submission and meeting regulatory compliance. And third is authorization and referral requirements, where you need to clarify the need for capturing prior authorizations and referrals, which, if missing, can result in denied claim for certain services. So that's the second step of identifying and defining the essential data points. The third thing is to equip the staff with the knowledge and tools to get accurate data, capture accurate data. And for that, what you need to do is to provide hands-on exercises with various registration and insurance scenarios to reinforce data capture techniques. Second would be to train staff on common mistakes like misspellings, insurance code errors, and also train them on how to avoid that happening. Third would be to establish protocols for data entry, such as double checking names and policy numbers, using correct abbreviations, and validating the fields. So that's how you can provide the hands-on training on data entry best practices. Step four would be to emphasize the patient communication skills. Front-end staff plays a key role in communicating with patients and ensuring that the information is collected accurately. And in that, what you need to do is to train staff on how to ask patients clear, precise questions to gather accurate information without causing confusion. So effective questioning techniques is important thing. Second, they need to know about the importance of active listening skills. So emphasize the importance of listening carefully to avoid misunderstandings and encourage patients to share any relevant information. And thirdly, equip staff to explain the need for certain information to patients, which can reduce patient resistance to sharing the details. So that's how you can emphasize the patient communication skills. The fifth step would be to conduct mock role playing sessions, which can help the staff practice and reinforce what they have learned in a safe supporting setting. There, you need to include scenarios such as new patient registration, repeat visits, insurance updates to help staff adapt to range of situations. Practice handling situations like patients without insurance cards or patients who are hesitant to provide certain information. And there you need to, after each role play, provide constructive feedback, emphasizing areas where accuracy and communication could be improved. So positive as well as constructive feedback needs to be given in this mock role playing session to the staff. They provide visual aids and resources that staff can refer to during their daily tasks. And there you need to create checklist for essential information like verification of insurance details and authorization requirements. Use posters or reference guides outlining correct data entry practices, common insurance provider details, and error prone fields, a step by step guide for that. And map out workflows in visual flowcharts to illustrate how the information they gather flows through the revenue cycle and impacts the billing. Then, where possible, use technology to simplify and support accurate data capture. You can implement real-time insurance verification software to streamline eligibility checks and reduce manual errors. Enable patients to update their own information through patient portals, minimizing data entry errors. And also, you can use softwares that flag discrepancies, incorrect policy formats, or missing fields for immediate correction. So, introduce technology and automation tools that can help you. Then maintain accuracy in front-end data collection because that requires ongoing efforts and reinforcement. You can do three things: schedule periodic refresher sessions to reinforce best practices, introduce new policies, and address any recent issues. Keep the front-end staff informed about any updates and insurance policies, regulatory requirements, and billing processes, and create opportunity for front-end staff to discuss challenges they encounter in data capture and suggest improvements. So encourage a continuous learning culture. Uh, then what we need to look at is to use the performance metrics to assess accuracy and help staff stay motivated. For that, track accuracy matrices, measure performance indicators like error rates in data entry, time spent on data patient registration, and follow-up rates due to data errors. Provide both group feedback for recurring errors and individual feedbacks, recognizing high performance and suggesting improvements where needed. Recognize achievements such as reductions in errors or improvements in first pass resolution rates to reinforce the positive impact of accurate data capture. So, by following these 9 steps, you can build a well trained, engaged front end team that understands the importance of accuracy in data capture, benefiting both patient satisfaction and RCM performance. So, having looked at how to ensure accurate patient registration, what do we do next? We will now look at how to do the pre authorization and eligibility verification that can help you better RCM performance. So, thank you so much for watching this first lecture on standardizing and streamlining front end processes. I hope you are continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need to.